When did you start your YouTube? Was it when you started trading live? No, I didn't start my YouTube until I got into the education business. I had no plans on doing YouTube. Again, that's just not, believe it or not, that's not my personality. I am probably the complete opposite of Jason Greystone when it comes to personality type. I prefer to write. I like sharing my story, but I'm not a big fan of like the camera being on me and being the center of attention. It's just not my thing. But so I didn't start YouTube until I started teaching. When did I start teaching? 2012, I think. 2010? No, 2012, I think. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Once I started YouTube and knew the power of it, I would have done that a long time ago when I was managing money. Shoot, I just didn't know about it. as far as the type of reach it has, I would have done it a lot earlier. As far as trying to build my money management business, I would have done it a lot earlier. But I just didn't know how powerful YouTube was. Back then I just saw YouTube as a place where a whole bunch of scammers and schemers were at. So I was like, this is junk. I didn't know about any of the good content that was on there. How would you say you have changed since then? How do you look at things differently? I've reverted to, I really focus on being a student, a nerd of technical analysis. The biggest shift that I see in my trading is that I focus on, I had a cool saying for this. What is it? It's escaping me at the moment. I focus on the why, not the what, if that makes sense. So instead of just looking at a chart and looking at what is happening, right? 'Cause that's easy, right? We went up, we went down, we went sideways, right? We went right? We know what happened. Instead of just focusing on the what, which is kind of focusing on the past, I try to focus on the why. I try to figure out, why are we doing this? What is the market thinking? It really goes back to, instead of just focusing on a single strategy and looking for trading opportunities, I no longer look for trading opportunities in the market, right? I can honestly say this. I do not look for trading opportunities in the market. What I look to do is just perform analysis. I look to understand what the price chart is telling me. I like to understand the story that the market is reading me. And if I do so, the trading opportunities are going to fall into my lap. I'll do something and be like, oh, look at that. A great example for you guys that saw the video this past yesterday, or the live room session from Wednesday with the Aussie dollar trade. I had zero intentions of trading the Aussie dollar. For you guys that were in the live room, right? Remember that? I had zero intentions of trading it. We were just doing analysis, and we're on a higher time frame, we're looking at like a bat pattern or something like that. And then we're like, okay, let's go down to the lower time frame. And we're just doing analysis. And it was like, you know what? I was like, you know what, guys? This could be an opportunity. I didn't think it was going to happen. I believe I said that in the video. I said, it probably won't happen. But I just did analysis, and I was like, this could be an opportunity. I'm like, okay, well, if market does this and does that, then we should look for this. And then lo and behold, guess what happened? The market did it. I wasn't looking to trade that. I was just performing analysis, making predictions, IPDE, right? And the market followed through, and it gave me everything I needed. I took the trade. So I think that's the biggest thing. It's just my mindset. I have zero need to trade. Zero need to trade. Now, obviously, that's a lot easier when you're able to supplement your income in different ways. When you're a young, hungry trader, where all you've got is your trading account, is different because like well, if I don't trade, I don't make money. So it's a little easier for me to be patient because I have different income streams coming in from different places. I don't have to be in a trade at every single second, and I know that, so I'm a little bit more comfortable. But that's also something that has changed over the years. But I think that's the biggest thing. Just really focusing on not needing to trade, not being a trader, but rather just being an analyst. Just being an analyst. Not going onto a chart and being like, okay, what am I going to find today? It's just like, hey, let's just read the markets because it's fun. It's like a book, like a daily newspaper. You just come in and read the articles. So that's probably the biggest thing that's changed for me over the years. It's the mindset. Mindset and the patience. I've become very, very, very patient. Good question, Andrew. Yeah, good old YouTube videos. Yeah. I would share a lot more of the older ones if they didn't have Trade Empowered stamped all over them. Because people are still going. I still get messages to these days that are, like, hey, I went over to Trade Empowered and I signed up for the syndicate. I'm like, please don't. Like, I'm sorry. Another tip to remember when starting a video game. Yeah, when you're ready, reach out, man. I've done a massive. I'm actually doing a speech tomorrow with a bunch of real estate agents. To a bunch of real estate agents about. I think it's going to be about social media presence. I should figure out what I'm talking to them about. I think it's going to be social media presence in the new age of real estate investing. And I've done a massive amount of work over the time, over whatever many years, probably since 2010, ever since I started YouTube, on just studying social media. I probably should still be doing that. It's not a priority, as you guys can understand, but let me know when you're ready to do it. I've got a massive amount of knowledge on how to best utilize it in your approach. It's a strategy in itself. It's a strategy in itself, and I can be doing my if I really cared about my social media presence more, I'd be doing a much better job. Again, it's not a high priority, but there's so many. It's like trading, man. You need rules, you need entries, you need tactics, rules. I mean, it's a business, and no wonder that there are jobs these days. What, social media marketers or social media managers, stuff like that. My sister had a job doing that for a little bit. I remember when she first got it, I'm like, you do what? Now she's like, I'm a social media manager. Yeah, I manage this company's social media account. I'm like, so you sit back on Twitter every day? Because that's naive. That's what I thought it was at first. But yeah, it's very intensive, man. It's very intensive. And time consuming. But if you do it the right way, you can dominate. And I think I do a good job at dominating social media and just by pure blunt force. Yeah, you can't even worry about the trolls, man. You're gonna get upset with them at first, and then you're just gonna feel bad for them later. So, the best thing you can do to piss off the trolls is don't respond to them, or respond very politely. Be like, hey, my favorite thing is this. Thank you for sharing your opinion. And it's funny, you get your trolls are your biggest supporters. I got this one troll that's been trolling me for I don't know how many years, but I put out a video every time, and he leaves a kind of snarky remark, but he's the first one to comment every video, so I know he's watching. So I appreciate that. He watches every video. He may not like it, but he comes back every week and watches. Yeah. He secretly likes it. That's what it means. He likes it. It's like when you're in high school or middle school and you like a girl or a guy, and you do little stuff. You don't know how to express it, so you do little stuff like you bump into them or do stuff like that to get their attention. That's all it is. Why'd you push me? Because I really like you, but I'm afraid to tell you. Your hair looks bad, right? Yeah, that's all it is. Because guess what? If you didn't like what I was doing, would you come back would you waste your half an hour watching a video? I've never watched a half an hour of a video of someone that I didn't want to watch. I hit the X button real quick.